Hi, Scott Lackman, Company Director of Richardson&Wrench Caboolture, with our Principal and Licensee Robin Lackman. We've done some market updates this year through 2013. We did a market update in March, July, and we're now standing here in September. Robin, how's the market going?
Well, the market's improving, Scott, and that's something that we're all looking forward to. Certainly as a result, I believe, from the weekend elections, our new Prime Minister, Tony Abbott, did declare on Saturday night that Australia is open for business and it's under new management, and I think that's a great positive result for Australia in general and particularly the real estate market.
Yeah, Robin, we're going to ask you some statistics today because we want to give our viewers some direct information of exactly where the market is for selling and buying in the Caboolture region. Let's start with our first point. We often talk about days on market. How's our days on market statistics following at the moment?
Okay. The information that we have, Scott, comes through realestate.com, and most people will understand that realestate.com is one of the main search engines when you're looking to buy or sell property. And certainly we get these statistics every month, and we can track it on a daily basis virtually. But just some figures that I found this morning for us, which are certainly, I believe, are very, very much the average. They're saying the average days on market is 117. In our office, our days on market are 59. And just to give you an example, Sue, who's been with us 4 months now approximately and has done extremely well as a new agent into the local real estate market, her properties average days on market are down to 20, which is an amazing result considering the lead up that we've just had. And I put a lot of that down to the marketing that we're doing. We do have a marketing program that we present to our sellers, and it contains some media advertising, local newspaper, videos that you've been seeing, and certainly the internet. So that's a great result for Sue, but a good result for the office as well, down to 59 days on market.
Yeah, and when we talk about days on market, usually an exclusive agreement to sell a property is within 60 days. So we're guaranteeing pretty much that we'll do the job within that 60-day time frame.
Yeah, it does depend on who's looking at any particular time, and that varies greatly. Just to give you an example, during January of this year, the statistics showed that there were 12 potential buyers for every property that was listed for sale. We've been able to track it, and in our particular office, we've had 22 potential buyers for every property listing we have.
Yeah, that's a great inquiry source, and from that inquiry, can you give us some examples of maybe what a property's listed at compared to what it actually sells at?
Yes, certainly, Scott. So if we're looking at a basic 3-bedroom home in any part of Caboolture, 3-bedroom single garage, it may be listed around the 235, and whilst we can't give out the exact address, I will tell you that the contract on that particular property is at 228. So not a lot of negotiation. What we'd expect, not near as big a gap in the negotiation as there was a couple of years ago.
And talking along that conversation, what about the middle market? Have you got some figures, maybe a small acreage?
Certainly, 3/4 of an acre property at a limber. We marketed it around the 547. And sold for 530. And again, some people would say, oh, that was a bit of a drop, but that was very much on average for that particular area of a limber. So we were very happy, and so was the seller. Yeah,
so and we're seeing more buyers, as you said, up to 22 potential buyers per property. That negotiation is still happening on the listing price, but certainly not as extreme as what we've seen over the last couple of years in our area.
No, not at all, Scott. And another example that I might give you is Central Lakes, which is a very popular area, fairly new homes, 4-bed ensuite, study, double garage, maybe a home theatre room. We've had a recent sale there in Tinsey Court. List price $415, selling price $400. But again, both buyer and seller were very happy with that negotiation.
Yep. Can we skip forward to some other statistics you've got? We've been doing some auction campaigns throughout 2013 where some properties attract that auction process where we're not quite sure on a definite listing price. So we take the property to auction to extract some interest and to get a price from that inquiry. Tell us about some auction statistics for 2013.
As of today, the auction clearance rate for Queensland is running at 44.4%. We have an auction coming up on Saturday in Frank Street, and the interest that we've had in that property, it is a mortgagee sale, and it must be sold at auction. We have had prior offers, but again, being a mortgagee, there's a process that needs to be followed, and that auction we expect will be successful. We expect that it will sell under the hammer on Saturday, and that's in Frank Street in Morayfield.
Brilliant. Robin, part of our market update, which we want to try to bring to our viewers at least each quarter, because that's where the statistics are firm each 3 months across the calendar. How do you see over the next 3 months? It's springtime, the beautiful Centenary Lakes behind us, a nice breeze coming off that water fountain today because we're hitting about 32 degrees in Caboolture. It's spring selling, the flowers are blooming, everyone feels positive, as you said, after the weekend's national election results. What happens now over the next 3 months?
Well, certainly spring and early summer is no doubt the best time to sell real estate. People are more positive about it. They're out and about of a weekend, so they're discovering open homes and driving and discovering areas that they never knew existed. And the parks are alive with families barbecuing and playing in the playgrounds. So it is a great time, and I certainly expect in the next quarter that we'll see a considerable uptake of properties that are on the market here in Caboolture, and we're so looking forward to it.
Yeah, and there's a little bit of urgency with that. The word urgency means get in now. If you buy a house now, if you want to live in it before Christmas, you pretty much have to go to contract through the month of September, October.
Yes, the average contracts not subject to a settlement of a previous property, but an average contract is running about 45 days. That allows you pest and building and finance, particularly if you're financing through a broker. They do take a little longer than the traditional banking system. So 45 days for a traditional contract, but you know, a contract that's maybe subject to a settlement of another property can take up to 90 days.
Yeah, so we're really in that zone now. If you want to live in a new property by Christmas, September, October is the time.
Certainly, and we're ready. We're ready for it.
We're ready. You get excited. And Robin Lackman, she is my mother, principal and licensee of our family business in Caboolture now for 19 years. We're very happy with our current results. We're selling Caboolture, and things are looking really good.
Things are looking extremely good. Great time and to be in real estate, and certainly we have Sue, as I said earlier, started 4 months ago, and Henry that's due to start with us within a couple of weeks selling, and they're in for a great time, and their careers will just blossom.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Robin Lackman, principal licensee of R&W Caboolture, myself, Scott Lackman, director. That's our market update for spring, September 2013.